guys, I'm Alicia Camacho and welcome to today's episode. Today is episode number 5 and I have something quite interesting for you guys. I was contemplating not shooting this video or this specific topic purely because a lot could be interpreted from it. I just felt like I wanted to speak on it because I'm not the only one going through it. I just want to make sure that other people are okay feeling going through this. If you're not going through this, then great. Chances are that you know someone who is, and they need to hear this. They need to hear that everything is going to be okay. The thing that I'm going to be speaking on today is adulting. Can I just say, whoever put that sign-up sheet up and put my name down in there, I would really just like to find them and ask them to scratch my name off, because quite honestly, I didn't sign myself up for this. And I know that becoming an adult is like a rite of passage and you kind of have to. And there are 4 key things that technically qualify you as an adult. 4 things that I do not have, and quite honestly, it's not just me, it's a whole generation. Talking about the millennials. Guys, if you are born between the years, I think 1985 to 1998, you are considered a millennial. To be honest, I think the ones who are really struggling with this right now is people aged from 22 to like 26. I'm talking about the young ones like me who had just started out in our lives, trying to find a job. We've just finished studying, and honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know anything. And I don't think anybody else does. At this point, life just feels like it's throwing us around like a rag doll in the middle of a hurricane. Let's talk a little about how this is all related to. I'm an actor, and I never quite grasped the idea of struggling actor. I always thought that there would be some sort of opening. Wrong, because it's so tough, guys. I thought I came here and I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I thought I knew a lot of things. Turns out, keyword is thought. I thought I knew a lot of things. I don't know anything. I know nothing. I am like Jon Snow, except I haven't slept with a wildling and I haven't slept with my aunt. But it's a global situation right now for millennials. It's like the world's best kept secret. The world finds it really easy to just blame millennials for killing the diamond industry or the Soviet industry or some or other industry. If you have not heard, there is such a thing called a quarter-life crisis. Basically, 6 in 10 millennials feel like they are going through a quarter-life crisis, which is frightening because you don't know where you're going, you don't know what your future holds for you, and everything just seems very uncertain. Remember when you were learning how to swim at like 5 years old and you were terrified of the water? Now imagine trying to learn how to swim but in the middle of a hurricane. It's true, no one said that life was gonna be easy, but honestly, like a handbook or a guide. Seeing as someone signed me up for this adult thing, it'd be great if you gave me an instruction manual. Millennials have an elevated anxiety level because we are stressed about 4 main things. It's finance, job, property, relationships. I have no idea what we're doing. Those are the 4 things that mark you as an adult, but as a millennial, we're currently going through a situation where, because we haven't achieved any of those things, or it's a lot harder now to achieve those things, we feel like we have failed already so early in life. You know that millennials will stay at their rock bottom for about 6 months before doing anything, before even trying to sort things out. Millennials are the most educated generation that there's ever been. That's right, we are the generation that has gone from high school, we've completed a matric, and a lot of us have gone into studying tertiary education. But can we find jobs that we've studied for? No. This is one of the major crises that is affecting millennials at the moment. I can't get anywhere near the industry right now. It is the most difficult industry to get into. And it's scary, you know? It's been your dream. It's been 9-year-old Alicia's dream to be an actress. And now that I'm working towards it, it's so challenging. And you're seeing other people who have all these amazing opportunities, and you think to yourself like, please, I just need like a teeny tiny little opportunity to prove myself, and then I'll just work my ass off, which is what I've been trying to do. One of the big things, and this will blow your mind, guys. So when you're applying for a job, right, one of the most common things that we will find is you need experience to get the job. Great. But you need the job to get the experience. And that's, I think, the most frustrating part. It's that we want the experience and we want to learn and we want to be good at our craft. Given a chance to prove ourselves, even if it's like an elevator pitch of a chance. No one's offering that up. Hard work is the key to everything, but opportunity is a very, very important factor. Next thing for me is relationships and friendships. Guys, so I've left my whole family, I've left my friends, I've left my comfort zone, and I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm way out of my comfort zone. I'm in like the Bermuda Triangle of comfort zone. It's tricky when it comes to like making friends and stuff. I recently did a how to find a job course, and I put this in quotation marks, not to be ugly, but just that's what it's titled. And it was weird. No one really makes friendships. It's weird. And I guess maybe because it was only like 5 days long, okay? But me being a generally friendly person, I struggled to like communicate with anybody. And relationships, don't even get me started on relationships. I'm 23 years old and I've been single for 23 years. I'm not putting myself down. All I'm saying is that there has been not even a remote prospect. Like, even if the person has like leaned their head back, squinted their eye and tilted their head, okay, it's not even been a interest. The prospects of having a boyfriend in my life is like finding a unicorn. It's completely non-existent. And if you do find a unicorn though, like, hello. Let me know, yeah. And it's crazy because people always tell me, oh, you're 23 and you're young, it will happen and you need to put yourself out there. Yeah, but if you can't even make friends, how are you going to find a boyfriend? Hello. I'm just saying, like, I can understand why relationships are like such a thing. They're not happening. Like, they don't exist. They're mythical creatures, like the unicorn. I'm reading a book right now. While it's very, very helpful and it's telling me what my single years are like all about, great, but I don't want to be single forever. The relationships are really, really a sore point for millennials, and we're not really good at forming relationships. We don't communicate, and when we do communicate, we don't say what we mean. Are you in that relationship where you don't know where you are with that person, and like you want to ask them but you don't want to ask because you don't want to seem like you're the desperate one, but you're not desperate, you just want to know what's happening with your life, because this is something that causes anxiety. We're not getting married, and although I'm seeing a lot of people getting married, so I don't know where these stats are coming from. I know a lot of people who are like younger than me and they're getting married and having babies, and I'm just like, how? You want to give me like your, how did you get there? You know, your step-by-step manual on how you became a successful adult. And I just, guys, social media. Did you know that our generation is the most connected generation? So we were the generation that came into technology. So because it's a new form of communication, we're sort of like all in. While it's really, really great that we're super, super connected because we have a lot of influence in our socio-cultural like happenings, we generally are very isolated. Because we're so linked up on social media, we're constantly seeing what other people are doing, and that is also sort of, and you've heard this a million times before, but we are depressing ourselves because we're seeing how other people are like living their lives and having so much fun, and meantime back at the ranch, that person is probably like just freaking out. They're probably in a similar situation as what you are in, or that I am in, right? Because we have such influence over social media, we need to be encouraging each other. This is fleeting, but a lot of millennials are still living with their parents, and people find that like really offensive. Guys, really? If we think about it, we can't find the jobs that we want. Nothing. And then we get stuck in like low paying jobs that don't cover anything. We land up continuing to live with our parents for a longer period of time. And also, I mean, like if you're looking at the economy right now, it's not the greatest. Without wanting to sounding all doomy and gloomy, little tips on how to not be overwhelmed by these situations. I read this book, 101 Secrets for Your 20s. It's written by Paul Angon. He has some really useful tips in here. Sometimes I think they're ridiculous. At the same time, there's a lot of things where we need to pull our thumbs out of our butts and just get our shit done. The first thing, stop comparing yourself to others. I know that's difficult, and that's something that I need to personally work on. All I have to do is just color in my lines, okay, and stop looking at the person who's trying to color in their picture that's sitting a kilometer away from me. No, it's easier said than done, but we have to try. Next thing is talk to other people. If you have good friends, which I do, but they're all thousands of kilometers away from me, I message them. It's nice to know that, and we just explain to each other what's going on with our lives. We check in, we make sure that we're doing okay, we give each other encouragement, we pray for each other. Some days it's difficult, and it's always good to admit that. I'm having a shit day, and I can't deal with this. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. We don't know. We're all in a big fat boat of I don't knows. They can maybe offer you some encouragement or some advice. The next thing you need to do is step back and identify yourself. What does that mean? What is the root cause of your situation? Well, we've listed a whole bunch of them. So, do I want to spend my days sleeping on the couch, crying, eating ice cream, binge watching shows? I do, but I can't, because I have a dream to catch. Why specifically are you feeling that way? And then address it. I recently, oh my word, this is why I feel this way. And I wrote it down. I just spoke to myself out loud, or I also spoke to God. You'll be surprised at how relieved you feel once you identify it, and then how you can move on from it. Because then at least you know what you need to work on. So the next thing is be kind to yourself. Guys, this is a really tough one, and it kind of links with the previous one. Being kind to yourself is one of the hardest things that I think people do. I know I'm really mean to me, get really offended by me. That's why then you need to have people to talk to. Not so that they can like blow hot air up your ass, guys, but they can just show you the side that you're not being able to see. Everything in its good time, you just gotta have a little faith, even though it's difficult. Last thing that you could do is do research. I don't mean Googling what you need to do for your career. That might help, but see what you like. Just experience things about yourself and about your life to help you get out of that rut. Find you. If you are going through this, guys, it's totally okay. I wrote this episode, and when I was planning it, I started off really angry because I felt very lost. I was just like, why do I have to go through this? What is the point of all of this? The trick is not to give up. But it's difficult, guys, not gonna lie. And do not think of yourself as not good enough. Gotta make it work, guys. It's my dream, it's my life. Find the motivation. You are going to be the person you are born to be. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. I hope it was helpful. Oh, quick announcement. I have joined the team of Are You Not Entertained? If you follow me on social media, on my Instagram, you will see that there is this awesome couple who have started blogging about entertainment, and I am a guest blogger for their page. I will be doing a segment called Binge Worthy. Watch my review, it's quite funny. I also have an introductory video where I answer some questions in 60 seconds, and it's super fun. That's the end of my episode. Thank you so very much. Remember, you are awesome, you are great, and you are loved. Bye.